Hello, everybody, and happy Friday the 13th, or at least that's the day I'm recording this video, even though that's not the day it's going to come out. This is going to be Vlogmas part 8, I think. I think this is the 8th one I've done. And today, right now anyway, I'm going to be inventorying the plushies that I have so far made that are going to go to the Toyfest and adding them to my handy dandy checklist that I have going on here so that I can keep track of what I've got, what I need to make, etc. Some of this is leftovers from my market season this year that still applies and works towards Toyfest because I'm going to niche down and just do like fantasy game character, that sort of aesthetic, and not do all of the just kind of generic stuff that I do for regular markets. And then some of this is stuff that I have been making specifically for the Toyfest. So let's see what all I have here. And it's not going to go in any particular order because I just have a giant pile. So we're just going to dig in. This first one, I think I've shown it in a previous video, is a dragon that I did based on Red Mill Crochet's Winnie the Dragon pattern. I used the burnout blanket perfect phasing ombre cake, and I altered the pattern a little bit by taking out some of the repeating rows to shorten it up so that it could all be done in the one skein. I did butterfly wings for the wings instead of the standard wings that the pattern calls for, and I started from the head and worked my way back and then had to work all of the pattern, the rest of the Winnie pattern, actually backwards. Like I had to reverse engineer the pattern basically because I was trying to make sure that the ombre effect kind of went smoothly, and it's still a little bit jaggedy in places, but I think it turned out really cute. And then I hand painted these eyes. Oh, I didn't hand paint these eyes, sorry. Kelsey from Foxy Hook Creations hand painted these eyes and sent them to me as a gift. But hand painted eyes. There are hand painted eyes in this plush. That's what I meant to say. I think most of these actually have hand painted eyes. So this is one of the jumbo dragons. This is going to be in the $85 section. Let me put her in the bag and make sure I have her marked down in my checklist. I have it kind of separated by price point right now. So I'm going to say XL Dragon is going to be what this one is, and $85 on the price point, and I'm just going to color in one little box for that. Okay. Next, I have my first of the Sailor Moon characters that I am doing. This is by Meligurumi, and she's also got hand painted beautiful safety eyes. I intend to do all of them, but this is the first one I've gotten done. And all of these dolls that are like this size are gonna be $80. So this is Mercury? Or is this? Which one is this? I think it's Mercury. I think the blue one is Sailor Mercury. I've only just started watching the Sailor Moon series recently, so I'm not 100% certain on which is which. But I have so far all of the patterns that Meligurumi has come out with, and I will be working my way through all of them. So I'm going to check off Mercury, and if that turns out to be wrong, I'll fix it. I'm probably going to wind up putting this checklist in an Excel spreadsheet in any case, so that I can alter it as I need to, because I can't alter it with a pen, obviously. So next, turtle. This is actually a first attempt at a pattern that I just started writing, where I was going to make a dragon turtle. So, and this is going to be one of my large turtles. So I price those at $65. I'm going to change it up a little bit. I think I want one more row in between the nostrils and the eyes, so the snout is a little bit longer. But other than that, I'm pretty happy with it. So I just need to work up another one, maybe in another color combo, and add that row, write it up, and I can probably get this to testers pretty soon. And I think he's cool. I like him. So Dragon Turtle, 65. And I actually don't have that one on my list yet, so I need to write him in like I did with the dragon. So I'll wind up with at least 2 of these guys because I'll have to test them out again. Dragon Turtle, 65, and right now I've got 1. Alright, so next, one of the chibi Pokemon. This was one I had left over. Not chibi, chunky Pokemon. So this is Chunky Charmander by Aaron's Yarnimals. And I have every single one of her patterns. And I'm going to be working through all of them. And you can see I've got those marked at 45 each, and that's what this entire upper section is all of those patterns listed out. For the starters, I wanted 2 each of those, and there's a couple other like really popular ones that I'm going to do 2 each, and then I'm going to try to get at least 1 each of all her other ones. So this is one of 2 that will be made. So, okay, another random one. I have my Tofu Turtles in cosplay. So I have a bunch of Tofu Turtles, but I'm just going to take the cosplay ones, and I may make up a few more varieties. This is BB88. I think I have 2 of these. Let me see if I can find the other one so I can mark them both down. Now that I've got the cosplay turtles started, I'll probably just try to mark them all down at the same time if I could find them all. I might only have 1 of the BB88s left. I kind of stopped keeping super close track of what was selling of specific varieties as I went along, because it was just really hectic there towards the end. Okay, so I only have 1 BB88 turtle. I don't know if should I mark down separate varieties, or should I just say cosplay turtles? Maybe I'll just say cosplay turtles, and then I can just have fun with the different varieties. So cosplay turtles, I've got 1, 2 Totoro, 3, this is Pokeball, and 4, 5 R2D2, and 6 Grogu or Yoda. Okay, so I've got 6 cosplay turtles. Those are 25 each. So they're going to go on this page, which is the 25 to 50 page, all this stuff under miscellaneous. So cosplay turtles, and I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 so far. Oh, I should have written the price down. Those are 25. Then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 boxes for them. Fill those in real quick. Like I said, I'm going to wind up moving this all to an Excel spreadsheet anyway, so I'll be able to adjust it as needed. So 6 cosplay turtles going into the bag. Okay, next, since I just now saw it and I already have it marked off on my checklist, 1 bow. So I'll probably wind up making a few more of these. This is going to be $25. Nice big chunky bow. I might make some smaller ones too for like keychains and stuff. But that was one of my random spin the wheel creations. Okay, here's another one of my chunky Pokemon. This is Zapdos. So you've seen this guy in a previous Vlogmas. So Zapdos is going to be checked off and go in the bag. So he was one of the ones I only needed 1 of, so that's the 1. Check, 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 check. Alright, next I'm going to have my standard size Bluey doll, Blue Healer. So that's this. I have 3 of these currently. They are 55. So they actually go on the next page here in the over 50 section. And it looks like 3 is what I wanted of each of the standard Blueys and the standard Bingos. So I've got all the Blueys done, which is fantastic. So I need to make 3 more of the Bingos and 3 of the Muffins, because I have that on my list too. These are going in the bag. Okay, just random out of the blue, I have 7 of these Soot Sprite keychains. See if I can show them all off here. This is my own pattern that I have written and released. I think I have it as a free Instagram pattern, and then you can also get the PDF on Etsy or Ko-Fi if you want to. Ko-Fi, however you say that. It's a Soot Sprite pattern, super cute. This one's a little different from some of the other ones that you'll see, in that those star beads are actually crocheted in. This is a no-sew pattern completely. You just glue on the eyes and then thread through the keychain if you want to make it into a keychain. So super cute, super easy. I have 7 of these. These are going to be $10. So let me go back over here to my first page. Ooh, I'm dropping my book. That's my under 20 page. And I don't actually have them written down yet, so I need to write them down. I'll probably wind up making like 3 more of them just so I have an even 10, because that just makes more sense to me. Soot Sprite keychain 10, and I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Mark. Nothing like writing a checklist, writing things that you've already done, and checking them off immediately. Right? Right. All right. Back to chunky Pokemon again. I think this is the last of the big chunky Pokemons I currently have done. This is not Vaporeon. This is Glaceon. Glaceon chunky Pokemon. This one I think I only had 1 on the list, so 1 and done. Check that one off. Hey, I like checking things off. This looks good. Okay. Oh, nope, there's another chunky Pokemon. Meowth. This one was finished recently. This was another one of my spin the wheels. I think he turned out really cute. I really like how this one turned out, especially with these painted eyes. Okay, Meowth was a 1 and done. Let me see, where is he on my list? I have so many Pokemon on this list. There it is, Meowth. Check that off. Check. Okay. Now this guy, this one, big Bulbasaur. This doesn't go with the chunky Pokemon list. This is going to wind up being probably like a $90 item. And obviously, as you can see, he has no eyes. So I need to make the felt eyes for him. I tried safety eyes and the backs broke and they came out. And rather than having to give up entirely on the plushie, I'm just going to cut felt eyes to put on there. Thankfully, with Pokemon, the felt eyes make sense because they have those great big cartoony eyes anyway. So he goes over on this page. And do I have him listed already? No. So we're gonna say, maybe I'll call him XL Pokemon, something like that. XL Bulbasaur. XL Bulbasaur for 90, and I have 1. Probably will only have 1. I did him as a pattern test, so I'm gonna leave him out. I'm not gonna put him in the bag yet because he still needs eyes. Okay, next dragon. There's another dragon. I have Toothless. This is from the Smuggle Beans crochet pattern. This is the Baby Fury Dusk, I think. Dusk the Baby Fury. This was another spin the wheel one that I've made very recently. Got fuzz on him. I think he turned out really cute. I can't off the top of my head remember what he was going to be priced as. He'll probably be about $65. I think I have it written. I think I have it on my Excel sheet in my computer. And there's his painted eyes. I think they turn out fantastic as well. I'll write his name down, but I'm not going to write down a price because I don't remember. I just know it's going to be over $50. So we're going to say Night Fury. And I'll just check off the box. We'll figure out what the price is when I move this all to the Excel spreadsheet. So in the bag he goes. All right, next. I'm sure you can see my helper back there tossing me things. Big Fire Dragon. I've actually had this one for a little while because he's bigger and, you know, the bigger items just don't tend to sell quite as fast. He's $85. This one was a pattern test that I did last year. And I did a video on him. So I'm just calling him Fire Dragon because he's not out based off of a particular character. And he's $85. And so check him off. And into the bag he goes. Alright, next. Another XL Pokemon. This is Mew, another one I did a pattern test for. Both of these were Fox and Faye crochet. The Mew and the big Bulbasaur. Did golden eyes on this Mew with the white pupils. Very pleased. So this one is also going to be a $90. So we're going to call that XL Mew 90. And that's going to be a one-off. A lot of these bigger ones are just going to be one-off kind of attention grabbers. So he's going to go in the bag. Okay, XL Bingo. I also have an XL Bluey. So this is the same pattern as the standard size, but made with Sweet Snuggles and Parfait XL yarns. So here's Big Bingo and Big Sister XL Bluey. I did have those on my list already. Those go for $85 each. And I wanted one each of Bluey, Bingo, and Muffin. So that's Bluey and Bingo done. So now I'll just need to make a big muffin. So that I'll have one of each of those. Into the bag they go. Looks like I may need a second bag here soon. Okay, Oddish, Baby Oddish. These are somewhat that were left over from previous markets. So this is my pattern, this Baby Oddish pattern. This is a free pattern on my Instagram, or for a very nominal fee, you could get the printable PDF on my websites, on Etsy, on Coffee. These are going for 10 a piece, just like the keychains, and there'll probably be several of these along with like Pokeballs and just other like little bitty guys, because it's always wise to have like 60% of your inventory be this sort of under 20 price point. So I currently have 2 of them. I'll wind up with more. So let me turn back to my under 20 page. Yeah, I don't have them listed as like a goal for how many to make of them yet. My helpers are going crazy over here. Okay, so Baby Oddish, $10, and I currently have 2. So we will be adding to the list of those. It's on my spin the wheel, so I'm certain it will spin up at some point. All right, next. Looks like we have more of the $10 items. So these were a pattern test. I think this is again Fox and Faye. I'm pretty sure. If I'm wrong, I'll put it in the description, but I've been doing a lot of pattern tests with her lately. So these are all her bee patterns. This is a free pattern on Instagram that she released. They're so cute. She wrote them up as bees with little wings. But I did them without the wings and without eyes and just have the cutest little simple, lovable little palm-sized cookies. So I've got one of, and they're all the evolutions. So I got one each of all of them. Not yet. Starting with Evie with a little fur collar, super cute. And then I have Jolteon, Flareon, Vaporeon, Leafeon, Glaceon, Sylveon, Umbreon, whoop, dropped her, and Espeon. And I love the way they look. I love the simplistic look without eyes. You can still tell exactly what it is, and they're just real simple, quick to make up. So these are going to be $10 items as well. So I have one each of all of those, and I think I already had those. Yeah, so I already have those marked off as one each done, and I want to get done a bunch of the Eevees and then like 5 each of the other ones. So these are ready for the bag. If my helpers, who are insisting on being in the video, can help shove these in the bag. Okay, so the next thing I have is the baby chunky Pikachu. So this is not the same size as the other chunky Pokemon, as I'm sure you can tell by looking. This is a smaller version, so this one's for $25 instead of $45. So this one is just kind of an extra because she wrote 2 patterns and I didn't realize which one I was doing. So I was doing the smaller one unintentionally, but that's okay. So now we have a small $25 Pikachu. Let me make sure that that is on my list. So these are the chubbies at $45. So I'm just going to put it down here under miscellaneous. So we have baby Pikachu. Stop it. Baby Pikachu for $25, and there's one of those. Okay, next thing is going to be Rudy the Redcap and Link, or the Forest Guardian, Forest Wanderer. Not sure how she put it on the pattern, but this is a color mod of Rudy the Redcap. So these both came from the same pattern test. Again, Fox and Faye Crochet, I'm pretty sure, but I will mark it if I am incorrect. Like I said, I've been doing a lot of her stuff lately. I think these turned out great. I love Rudy. I love Rudy so much, and this turned out just so perfect. And again, these big characters are going to be, what did I say, 80, I think, on the big standing characters. So I have one of these guys done. I want to make at least one more of him. And then I have one of Rudy. Let me make sure that they're marked on my character list over here. So yeah, I have listed that I want 2 each of Link. And I think if I change up the colors a little bit, I can also make a Zelda with the same pattern. Just like give her a skirt, change up the color of the clothing, etc. I don't have Rudy the Redcap listed, so he's going to go down here under miscellaneous. Okay, so Rudy Redcap 80, and there is one of him. He's going to be a one-off character. All right. So I think all I have left is a couple of one-offs. So this was a recent pattern test by Crafter Angeli, something like that. I can't pronounce her Instagram name very well. This has been in a recent video, so this was a pattern test I just did very recently. Little angry mushroom Goomba critter, and I think I said this one was going to be 25 as well. I think that's what makes sense. So we mark him down under the miscellaneous. So we're going to have Goomba. And I might wind up making more of those because they're pretty cute. So I might make some more of those and some mushrooms, like regular Mario mushrooms. And then I have this small dragon. So this is my $35 dragon size. This is a variation of the No Sew Dragon by Crochet by Jenna. And then I added these little different feet. These had to be sewn on because they're different than what she originally had on here. But I just think he turned out really cute. And I like the way he looks with these big toes. So $35 mini dragon is what we're going to call him. And I'm going to have probably several of them. I need to sit down and figure out exactly how many of like each category I want to have. Oh, I did figure it out with the mini dragon. See, look, it's right here. This whole line, and it's empty except for now. Da 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 da! It is no longer empty. So that's what I have so far prepped for this upcoming. Well, not upcoming. It's in March. It's 4 months away. This market that is coming up. So I know for sure that I want to get, I think, 10 of the miniature blueies, my pattern, and then 5 each of Bingo and Muffin because they don't usually sell as quickly as bluey. But those are also ones that are really easy for me to make while at a market. So I'll probably take all the colors I need for those in case I need to make more. I want to get 10 total of the tiny Eevees and 5 each of the Eeveelutions. So these are all going to be like the under 20 items. I'll probably make a few more Soot Sprites to round that out. I'll make a few more Baby Oddish, and I'll make Pokeballs. Probably make like tiny Mario mushrooms. So this will be like I'll continue to fill this up. This will be the 60% is what this page is. 60% of my inventory should wind up being on this page. Over here, I do want to make at least one of each of all of Aaron Giarnimal's chubby Pokemon series. And I want 2 of some of them, like the really popular ones, like Snorlax, Eevee, Gengar. I think I have 3 listed for Pikachu, 2 for Mew and Vulpix, 2 for Charizard, things like that. But most of them are going to be one-offs, just to say that I've done them. Mini dragons, I want to get 10 of those. Baby dragons in the 3D printed eggs, I want 10 of those. And I want 2 of the big dragons in 3D printed eggs. And then miscellaneous, just things that I have listed on my wheel to spin, just like extra little fun things. Then big things. I do want to get more big things done. Like I have a Night Fury, so I would like to have a Light Fury to go with it. I need to get the big normal size, standard size Muffin and Bingo done. An extra large Muffin done. And then all these bigger characters, like I want to get another Link, a couple of Zelda. I want to get the rest of the Sailors. I have on my list to get 2 of each of them done, but I think I'm going to just try to get 1 of each of them done and then finish out the rest of my list. And if I still have time before the market, I may work on a second of each of those. And then miscellaneous for the other types of big dragons and things. When I just feel like making something big, I can throw it extra on this list. But I do need to fill out this section. This is most important, having the 60% under 20, because that's really what's going to sell the most. And that's what I have so far. So that's where I'm going to stop this vlog for today, for right now. I have some other things that I need to do today that are not crochet related. And let me, hold on a second. Okay, that's better. So, if I'm going to just talk to you, I'd rather you be able to see my face, honestly. So, yeah, so that's it for prepping that bag. I've actually got one pretty full bag now, which makes me feel pretty good. I still have 3 more months to go before I am ready for that market, so I have time to get everything I want to get done, as long as I make sure to do a little bit every day. So next I've got some non-crochet related things to do, my big girl job I got to do a little bit with. And then later this evening, I'm going to probably spin my wheel and pick something else to crochet that'll go into this bag. Tomorrow, I'm going to be setting up whatever's left over from this year's markets at my permanent stall at the Forest County Farmers Market. So I'll have a little bit of a vlog there when I get that all set up, show you what I've got going. And I'll probably use that setup in the future for posting all of those things to my Etsy, so I can have a nice plushie drop, although it'll probably be multiple plushie drops just because there's still a good bit left. I think it was 6 different bags. I could have combined probably 2 of them into one bag, so it's at least 5 full bags of stuff left from this year. Still, I had a lot of inventory. So yeah, I'll be making multiple plushie drops to my Etsy shop. And also, what is that other one? Go Imagine. That's the one. I just started to Go Imagine. I can only have 20 listings on because I'm on the most basic tier right now. So I'll get 20 things posted and just see how they do. And then I'm also going to be trying to do, there's an auction site. It's like an online, what is it called? I can't remember right now. It's like an app I have on my phone. So I'll try doing an auction too, and from there. So, but I figure that'll be a good base of operations. And then I've got a few things that are still out at the store that I'm consigning items at. So that's going to be it for today. Thank you so much for tuning in. And I hope you all continue to watch with me as now we jump straight into just full on prepping for this market in March, because that's going to be the only prep I do. I may have some other videos scattered in where I like do pattern testing, etc. But you know, as far as prepping for markets, we are 100% geared in toward the Toyfest. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.